The cartographer's ink. The world of Veritas was built on paper and ink. Not just records, but the very earth itself was bound by the maps created by the Cartographers Guild. Young Cale was an apprentice, and his fingers, calloused from years of tracing coastlines and mountain ranges, knew the subtle language of the parchment. He knew that an old master's map of a forest, if drawn with care, would ensure that the trees grew tall and straight, but a hasty one could leave a land barren and dry. Cale's master, Elias, a man with a mind as vast and detailed as the world he mapped, had fallen ill. His sickness was a slow, creeping forgetfulness, and as his mind grew clouded, so too did the land around their city. Rivers began to meander off their course, and the winds, once predictable, became erratic. The city's council, pressured by a rival cartographer named Malcor, gave Kyle a terrible ultimatum. Complete Elias's last great work, a map of the feared shifting wastes, or Malcor's guild would take over. The shifting wastes were a place of legend, a chaotic expanse where the land was in constant flux. Mountains rose and fell in a day, rivers appeared from nowhere, and the sky itself seemed to twist. No one had ever returned with a completed map. Elias had spent his life trying, and now his incomplete map, a jumble of faded lines and half-finished landmarks, lay on Kyle's table. Malcor, a man who believed in static maps, simple, lifeless charts, scoffed at their old methods. "The land is what it is," he'd said, "not what you wish it to be." But Cale knew better. He saw the unfinished map not as a failed record, but as a blueprint for chaos. The land was shifting because the map itself was broken. To fix the land, he had to fix the map. With a heavy heart and a worn satchel, Cale journeyed to the edge of the wastes. As he stepped across the boundary, the world twisted. The ground beneath his feet turned from firm soil to sand, and the sun, a moment ago bright, was now a sickly green. He consulted Elias's map and saw it for what it truly was, a woven thing, a living tapestry of the land. It was not just drawn with ink, but with a magical substance that absorbed the spirit of the earth. To fix the map, Cale needed more than ink. He needed to find the source of the waste's instability and weave it into a new, coherent pattern. He remembered a story from his master, a tale of a rare, glowing plant whose sap was the very essence of stability, a powerful, living ink. He ventured deeper, guided by the faint, shimmering light of the plant through the treacherous, ever-changing landscape. He found it in a hidden grotto, a cluster of bioluminescent flowers casting a soft glow. Carefully, Cale collected the sap and returned to a safe spot. He spread Elias's old map on the ground, dipping his quill into the glowing ink. He didn't try to chart the chaos around him. Instead, he began to draw a new reality. He drew straight, purposeful lines for a river and a high, unmovable mountain range. He sketched a lush, rolling valley where the desolate plains now lay. As he drew, the world around him responded. The ground trembled and settled. The sky's eerie green faded to a clear blue. The chaotic winds stilled, and a soft breeze rustled through what was no longer a wasteland, but a verdant, tranquil valley. He had not charted the unmappable. He had mapped a new world into existence. He returned to Veritas, the finished map a testament to his journey. Malcor's sneers turned to stunned silence when he saw the perfect, stable land where the wastes had been. The council, seeing the new fertile land, dismissed Malcor and his static maps. With a silent nod to his ailing master, Cale took his place. He was no longer just a cartographer. He was a weaver of land, a guardian of the world's quiet, inked heart.